I saw Batman in 4DX. Let me tell you something. My back was broke. Oh! Because right when it started, I was like, oh. Like,
Black Adam. What have your powers ever given to you?
Perfect. Hi, it's lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So I'm with Cineworld, and we're very excited to be bringing Black Adam to the big screen. So I thought I'd kick this off with, how did you get involved with the movie?
I was sitting on my porch in Hawaii one morning, having a cup of tea, and my agent called me up and said, "You've been offered the role of Dr. Fate in Black Adam." And I knew a little about it because of my sons, of whom I have 4 sons, and they're all, one way or another, aficionados of the comic book world. I knew a little bit about Dr. Fate and Black Adam. I read the script. I loved the script and the possibilities of that script, and I said yes.
oh, yeah. I haven't heard your story.
I know, I haven't heard yours. I love this.
You go ahead.
Okay, so I was auditioning for it. I was doing a show called Sex Life in Toronto when I went in and I put myself on tape for this movie that I didn't know the name of it. I didn't know the material was all different. And it was about a month and a half later, I got a call. We were in the middle of a pandemic. I was homeschooling my 3 children, going crazy, doing shots of tequila at 10 o'clock in the morning. And and then I got a call from my managers that are like, "Oh yeah, I remember that thing you taped for like a month and a half ago?" And I was like, "Not really, but kind of." They were like, "Yeah, well, you got it." I'm like, "Well, what is it?" It was just that it was like the stars aligned.
"What is it?"
And they're like, it's Black Adam. I'm like, "Well, what's Black Adam?" And they're like, "It's this, DC movie, and you'll be playing opposite Dwayne Johnson." And I go, "Which Dwayne Johnson?" And they're like, "What?" They're like, "What do you mean, which Dwayne Johnson? Is there more than one?" I go, "I don't know." I go, I don't know, but I know you're not talking about The Rock. You're talking about probably some new guy named Dwayne Johnson. Who is he?" And I was like getting angry because I was just like, I could not, like my brain could not understand. I couldn't relate to anything that they were saying. And then, eventually, I got it through my thick head that it was Dwayne Johnson, and it's this movie.
I was in New York, and then I just looked at my email and saw this thing come through, and I was like, what? But honestly, I audition for everything. I read everything. Yeah. Like, there's so much. And so when I saw this, I was like, there's no way, like, in hell I'm going to get that. But sure, like, exposure. Like, great. Let's make friends,
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, why not? And I looked up a photo of her, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, maybe she could be a little punk. And so I put on, like, my favorite bomber, and I did the tape. And then maybe a month later, I got, like, a call back. And then few, like, maybe weeks after that, there was, like, a chemistry read with Noah. And then another month after that, this was, like, maybe September to December.
Of 2020?
I think so.
2020.
Something like
wow.
that, yeah. And so it took a minute.
Yeah.
And then the chemistry read was amazing. And then in December, I found out I had gotten it. And my agent basically just took me out to a picnic.
Dreamy.
And then, like an hour into the conversation, he goes, like, by the way, like, here's a bottle of, like, Dom Perignon. And I was just like, what? And he was like, you got it. And I was like, thank God.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god.
So at Cineworld, we're going to be playing Black Adam in 4DX. Have you been to a 4DX cinema before?
I have not. What is 4DX?
So,
not much.
So 4DX is where the seats move in time with the action on screen, and there's water and there's wind, and it's really immersive.
Oh my God. I want to be there. I want to do that.
It's so epic. So I was wondering why you think audiences should see Black Adam in 4DX, and if you have a favourite scene that you think would work really well in this immersive cinematic experience.
Oh, where does one begin to pick a scene out of Black Adam? I mean, this is a feast of a movie. It's a beast of a film. It comes at you from beginning to end. The performances by Aldous Hodge as Hawkman, just beautiful. Dwayne is, monolithically beautiful and powerful as the character. Sarah Sashi is fantastic. Noah, Quintessa, the same. There's a wonderful harmony and relationship between our characters. The fight sequences, there's so many great fight sequences which will just rock you to your bones, and especially with 4DX as you explain it. It will be a night to remember for anyone sitting in those seats, and you get your money's worth.
4DX is when it moves, right?
Like, what is 4DX?
Okay, I saw Batman in 4DX. Let me tell you something. My back was broke. Oh, because right when it started, I was like, oh. Like,
but we want people to go see it.
and then you can get water thrown on you.
What?
So I mean, if you like,
It's like a ride.
it's a ride. And then there's wind, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like when Cyclone.
Yeah,
Literally
You've
every
got
single one.
all your like wind scenes are just like
Definitely-
incredible. Bring a
Yeah.
jacket, guys.
Yeah,
It's
bring
gonna
a jacket.
It's gonna get windy.
It's gonna get windy.
That
Absolutely.
was so corny the way I said that. It's gonna get windy.
It's gonna get windy.
It's like my weatherman dreams are coming true.
That's gonna be my catchphrase.
It's gonna get windy.
Everyone's asked, and I was just like, chaos.
It's gonna get
It's
windy.
gonna get windy. Wow.
You're welcome.
Sarah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my boy. I did it.
Thank you.
In this world, there are heroes
I feel the pain in my city wherever I go.
and there are villains. Heroes don't kill people. Well, I do.
If you could say kind of in a few words why you think Black Adam is such an epic film to see on the big screen and why people should get out of their houses and go to the cinema.
It will reverberate with you for many days afterwards. There are images in this film which are just so powerful and so unique and so of their time cinematically. It has heart, it has adventure, it has spectacle. It is like a Caravaggio painting come to life. It's robust and it's hugely entertaining.
If you could describe Black Adam in 3 words, what would they be?
Geez, why'd you do that one? That's a hard one. Of all the ones you could have asked, Black Adam in 3 words.
Why would you ask
Pioneer.
that?
I know. Pioneer. Father. I don't know. Hero. Okay, there we go.
Thank you so much, guys. I
Thanks,
think we
guys.
are going to have to wrap in the
Yeah,
chat,
for
as I've been
sure.
told lots of times. It was lovely to meet you both, and we're
Good to
super
meet you.
excited to bring Black Adam to the big screen.
Thank you.
Peace.
Behind you!
Did he just catch a rocket?
Got the rocket.